Herschel Walker screws up all over again. It just keeps getting worse. Now, what I'm about to play for you is a Fox News video of an interview between him and the Fox News reporter trying to prop him up after Barack Obama, during a campaign rally, the former president, let me put it that way, Barack Obama, asked a simple question, the same question that you and I need to be asking now. What qualifies Herschel Walker to be a senator? Just because he played football? Anyway, here's the
The
clip.
former president of the United States went directly after you. I want to get your reaction. Let's listen together.
Some of you may not remember, but Herschel Walker was a heck of a football player. But here's the question. Does that make him the best person to represent you in the U.S. Senate? Does that make him equipped to weigh in on the critical decisions about our economy and our foreign policy and our future?
So anyone else called you a celebrity. What's your reaction to him going after you? Have you ever met him before?
I've never met him before, and if I'm a celebrity, I would have met him because all he did was hang out with celebrities. And he forgot to tell people I created one of the largest minority-owned food service companies in the United States of America. So I do sign in front of a check, which he's probably never done, and except when he was in the White House. And then Senator Warnock has never done either. So I've created businesses. I sit on a public traded board. So those are things I've done outside of football. But my resume against his resume, I put it up any time of the day, and I think I've done well. One of the things I say to the people is he's not in Georgia voting. Senator Warnock has a record now. When he ran 2 years ago, he didn't have a record. Right now, you see where this country is at. After 2 years he's been in office, well, can we take 6 more years of that? We can't. It's time to get a new leadership. It's time to put someone in Washington that represents the Georgia people, not represent Joe Biden, that's ready to get the taxes down, ready to get the border secured, ready to get men out of women's sports, and ready to get this economy back together. So that's what I'm ready to do. I'm ready to do it on day one.
You didn't even attempt to try to answer Barack Obama's question. What qualifies you, and how are you going to react to the situations that's affecting this country? You did not answer those questions. But since you want to take that little step up, saying I'll put my resume beside Obama's resume any day of the week, since you want to make that BS statement, let's look at your resume. You didn't graduate from college. You went up to the NFL, which is cool. That you made that choice. No, actually, I'm sorry, not the NFL, the USFL, when it was owned by this freak. Now, the thing is, when you were the man, Heisman Trophy winner, national champion. Your numbers retired at the University of Georgia. You're the man when it comes to football. You were God. But outside of football, what have you done? Nothing. That business you were talking about was destroyed, went bankrupt. That's not something I would hang my hat on. Maybe you would because you're a Trump whore, and you're following the advice, and they're following the example of your master, Trump. But other than being a great football player for a few years, what have you done? Nothing. The only reason why this idiot is running for Senate is because the Republican Party, for two reasons. The Republican Party needs a rubber stamper, and more importantly, the Republican Party needs a blackface to say, we're not racist, we're supporting this man. And he was a great man. He's still a great man. Yeah, he was a great man, but that was decades ago. And he's done nothing outside of football worth noting. Yeah, he's got a shelf full of awards when he played football. I mean, two-time second-team All-Pro, two-time Pro Bowler, a national champion in 1980, Heisman Trophy winner in 1982. the Maxwell Award, the Walter Camp Award, UPI Player of the Year of 1982, three-time SEC Player of the Year from 1980 to 1982, three-time unanimous All-American, three-time SEC man, 1980 from 1982. And yeah, he's in the College Football Hall of Fame. Outside of all of that, what have you managed to do? You haven't done anything in politics. You haven't graduated out of college, despite your lie, saying that you graduated from the University of Georgia. You really think people aren't going to look into that? You're not a police officer, although you pulled out that fake badge. You're not a police. You never worked for the FBI. You showed support for law enforcement, and that's why they gave you the title of honorary deputy sheriff. But that's a far cry from going through the academy, spending 4 or 5 months out of the year away from your family, training to become a police officer, or in that particular case, a deputy sheriff. That's a far cry from that, Walker. And we also know what you've done off the field. You cheated on your wife with multiple women. Allegedly, you paid for abortions. Your son, who wants to pretend that he's not homosexual, and I really don't give a damn about that. The heart wants what the heart wants, whatever. Not my business. It's between me and it's between them and God and whoever they're married to or whoever they want to be with. Your own damn son hates you. He put out a 20-minute, almost up to 20-minute video about how he hates what you've done to him and his mother. And more to the point, how your entire family said, don't run for Senate, because all of it was going to come out. So you want to compare resumes? Let's compare resumes, you jackrabbit bastard. Now let's talk about Barack Obama. Now, no, don't try to leave yet. Don't try to turn off this video yet. You want to compare resumes, Walker? Let's compare resumes, Walker. Graduated with 3 degrees, Occidental College, Columbia University with his BA, his Juris Doctorate from Harvard University. He's a lawyer, he's an author. He's one of the greatest of the greats, an example to black men in this country. He's been married only once, has 2 children, never had any kind of scandal when it comes to women, unlike you and your master Trump. But let's look at his political record, shall we? Member of the Illinois State Senate, and from the 13th District. Member of the United States Senate, and from Illinois, from 2005 to 2008. And the big one.
Hello, Chicago. If there is anyone out there who still doubts that America is a place where all things are possible, who still wonders if the dream of our founders is alive in our time, who still questions the power of our democracy, tonight is your answer. It's the answer told by lines that stretched around schools and churches in numbers this nation has never seen, by people who waited 3 hours, 4 hours, many for the first time in their lives, because they believed that this time must be different, that their voices could be that difference. It's the answer spoken by young and old, rich and poor, Democrat and Republican, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, gay, straight, disabled and not disabled, Americans who sent a message to the world that we have never been just a collection of individuals or a collection of red states and blue states. We are and always will be the United States of America.
The 44th President of the United States of America. The first Afro-American President of the United States of America. As much as it pains and just aches at the right-wing masters that you are trying to serve, Walker, he was President of the United States before the jackass that you worship. So when I'm looking at, so yeah, you were a great football player. So congratulations to you on that. God bless you. When it comes to being a politician, nothing. When it comes to being an educated person, nothing. When it comes to being a man, nothing. Nothing. So when I look at the resume, if I were to hire one of you two for a job, Walker, and I look at your record, yeah, you had football, you had all this, all that. So tell me, where were you? Did you get your degree when you were at Georgia? And you're gonna lie your ass off and say, yes, I did get my degree. You think I'm not gonna have the resources to look that up? And I'm gonna just call, and me being the vindictive SOB that I am, I'm gonna call you to my office. I'm gonna say, you lied to me about having a college degree. You're not getting selected for this job. Get out of my office. And you know what? I'm going to show you the resume of Barack Obama. Juris Doctorate from Harvard. BA from Columbia. This guy was a senator, a state senator and a United States senator. Former two-term president of the United States. I'm going to hire him before you, Walker. So don't you and any one of you assholes at Fox News try to compare an idiot like Walker, who's already been credibly accused of paying for abortions, to the former two-term president of the United States of America. And we all know why you're doing this, Walker. You're not doing this because you want to help Georgia. You want to help your boy, your mascot, Donald Trump. And I think it's pathetic. Win or lose next week on Tuesday, November 8th, Walker, I will not recognize you as an American senator. I will not recognize you as a man. I will not recognize you as a football legend. I will not recognize you as a man that I looked up to when it comes to football. I say one of the best running backs in all of football, Herschel Walker, is on the top of that list. I will not say that about you any longer. I will see you as nothing more than a boy. Donald Trump's boy. And as far as I'm concerned, that should cut deep into your heart, if you still have one. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.